Good morning, everyone. Hope your summer is going well. Nice to see everyone again. It's been a few weeks, even maybe a couple of months. I'm having some laughs this morning. What is it, Art Laffer? Ed Laffer?
Arthur.
Yes, I tell you what, I saw one of the governor's comments about this tax symposium that somebody paid for to assemble what the governor called a broad range of thinkers. Let's go over this broad range of thinkers, the people that are going to allegedly fix our economy. Let's consider who's offering these diverse viewpoints. We've got the architect of trickle-down economics. We have one of the most polarizing Tea Party voices in America. We have a Bush administration bureaucrat. We've got another Bush administration bureaucrat. We've got a guy that Governor Daniels wrote a foreword to his book. We've got a bureaucrat for the Virginia Republican governor. We've got a couple ivory tower right-wing economists. We have a few lobbyists. We've got a representative of the money changers. We've got a graduate of the Goldwater Institute. We have another bureaucrat under Mitch Daniels. We've got an anarcho-capitalist or two. We've got another bureaucrat in a bean counter. We've got a card-carrying libertarian, and we have representatives from the people that basically fund the Republican Party. My friends, that is not a diversity of viewpoints. That is people offering the views that have gotten us to the spot that we're in right here. While their heads are up in the clouds of Tea Party hysteria, let's come back to earth and look at the real problems here. We have a growing gap between the richest Hoosiers and the rest of us. We have the jobs being created in Indiana, our poverty level jobs, 12% of them, the highest in the region. And since this gang started running Indiana's economy back in the early part of the last decade, we've seen Indiana's average household income drop and drop and drop. And that calls me to one other important fact, since we're talking about taxation here. This is the Tax Foundation study, came out back in April. The tax burden, which includes the share of local government taxes and state government taxes, has grown on these very people, and it's shrunk on the people at the very top. What these folks over here, this assembly are talking about, is yet another way for people to look for ways to slip out of paying their fair share. This is the wrong economic policy for Indiana, and the results are here. Now, governors typically do not assemble groups of, quote, thinkers to give them answers that they don't want to hear or to tell them that they're on the wrong track. Well, they're clearly on the wrong track because the results speak for themselves. On my side of the aisle, we've offered alternatives, and those are some of the ones that I do want to at least give credence to this morning. We have tried to look at increasing the minimum wage so we can empower consumers, get more dollars in the pockets of people that actually buy things so they can spend their paychecks to create jobs for other people. We've looked at ways for employers here in Indiana to have incentives to hire people who have been unemployed for a long period of time. We've looked for ways to keep Indiana's best and brightest here in Indiana. But the fact of the matter is back here on earth we have very real problems. We still have people going without health care because the length that debate has taken us. We have crumbling infrastructure. We have problems with our schools being gutted and kids not getting the education they need in our traditional classrooms. These things need to be addressed, and they're not being addressed by some people who have been brought in from all over the country to talk about the same old 1890s economic ideas. That's not going to get us where we need to be. Indiana can do a whole heck of a lot better, and this isn't the start. Where it is starting is getting out on the streets and talking to the real people who are suffering, the real problems. When I was driving here to the State House this morning, I saw a couple people picking up garbage, and I saw some people trying to patch some potholes. Is anybody asking them what they think about the tax system? Is anybody inviting them into this conference? Looks like the answer is no.